It's Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. It's Savage Combat Sports together. We're in the fight, baby. Ah! Ah!
We're all the way live from Satellite 5 today. It's going to be another fun show, but you saw it at the top of the show. We had a big loss. It's not even a fan, he's family. You guys know your family, and he hangs out with us every week, and it was unexpected. We want to pay tribute. We want to celebrate. I want to celebrate the life of Ron from Savage Combat Sports, the genius in my estimation. And we're going to do a lot of other stuff later on, but let's talk about Ron first. And I have guy that demanded to be on the show, David Feldman, which with good reason, because I wanted you on the show. Yeah. I'm calling you anyway. You called me first. You're like, we got to talk about Ron. I said, I already have a plan. I know you loved Ron. You thought a lot of him too, didn't you?
Yeah, man. Just say, always happy. You always smiled around him, whether he was quirky, whether you were kind of laughing at him. You were always laughing with him at all times. I mean, really, just a good guy. Really, I mean, all around. If I tried to find something negative about him, I don't think I could say anything. He was always positive.
I don't think so either. I think that I was saying this to Brandon before we went on the air. I don't think there's anybody out there who had anything to say about Ron that was negative. He was just such a kind-hearted, good guy. Matter of fact, I think this is the most stuff I've received since we started the show. Yeah. I mean, we were absolutely flooded on Instagram, emails about Ron. That's all everybody's talking about, rightfully so, because it was a big loss for our community. I know fighters, fans, everybody loved Ron. So why was he so important to this community? That's what I started thinking about, Dave. And well, it's what you said. He always showed up. He always had a great attitude. He always wanted to cover us. And he had something, and any podcast or interview can look at this and pay attention and learn from it. He had something that no one else had. He had this unique brand of entertainment. I was highly entertained by him. I don't think that's any secret. Love Ron. I know that this is a big loss for all of us. And I just think that when he walked into a room, you kind of said it at the presser. He'd walk into a room and everybody became happier.
Yep.
You felt it.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm going to try to contact his wife at some point. I want to get one of those sequin jackets, and I want to frame it like they do at Hollywood Hard Rock, and I want to hang it up in here. We're going to make Ron a part of the show going forward. He still will be here. We'll be paying tribute in small ways. You guys will understand when it happens. You won't be ready, but it'll happen randomly throughout the shows going forward. Again, we thought a lot of him as a correspondent and as a friend, and I got the call from G. Perez, the cut man, about an hour after Ron passed, and G called me, and I wasn't ready for it, and then we all started exchanging text messages, and it just, had me a little bit down, had me a lot down, actually. And I actually said to you before we went on the air, I said, Dave, I'm going to need you today. I'm actually more composed. I was almost crying before we went on the air. I was crying putting the show together.
Man, he's a great guy. I actually, I spoke to a stepdaughter earlier this morning, just, talking about what she's doing, trying to raise money and things like that. So yeah, I just told her that,
GoFundMe.
Yeah, I told her that we'll finish it off. So whatever they need for his celebration of life and whatever they need to get back the next couple months, I told him that we'll take care of that.
That's amazing. It's what's wonderful here. That makes me proud to work for a company like this that would do something like that. And I think that
I couldn't get in touch with him because I think you sent me the number.
I got his number from
it didn't work.
Oh, what fighter sent me that? That's where I got it.
I couldn't get in touch with him, but then I reached out to, you could find the person that put together the GoFundMe, and that's how I got in touch.
Oh, thanks for doing all that. I didn't even know. Sorry to give you a bum number. I got it from someone else. I will say, if you don't know what happened, a lot of people are like, what happened? What happened? I'm not even 100% sure. I do know that more than a week ago, I saw that he posted on Facebook he was going to emergency surgery and he needed prayers. And I immediately DM'd him and said, we love you, buddy. We hope you're fine. Hope everything's okay. And that was the last I heard, because I know I talked to a couple people that visited him in the hospital. And from what I understand, I'm not going to get into specifics, but he had some problem. He went in. They found, from what I heard, a worse problem. And then they needed to do some surgery inside his body, of course. And they couldn't reattach it. They needed to reattach it. It was like 8 surgeries, I heard.
Yeah.
So Ron went through a lot. And
let's not speculate what happened.
No,
we don't know.
And that's why I said. That's why I said I'm not getting deep into it. But I know Ron and his family went through a lot. I know his wife went through a lot. So just keep them in your thoughts and prayers. I think it's really important.
Yeah, 100%, man. I mean, it hit. It was weird because, like, we lose a guy here, we lose a guy there. I mean, you lose people. That's part of life. But this one actually really did hit because I think it's just because of how pleasant he was, and always how upbeat he was, and always had a smile on his face, and always wanted to, make you feel better than you were. And so I think that all those reasons are why. And he was just a good guy. Like, I didn't know his background, I don't know his family life, I didn't know all that. I just knew that every time I was around him, I smiled. As a matter of fact, the one clip of me and him.
We're going to show it later. I think.
Oh, you do?
The one where you went to talk to him at the press conference, and I could tell. I know you well enough. Not that your smiles aren't real, but that was a real cheese date. Like, you can tell you really liked him.
Yeah,
and we're going to. Do we have that clip? Can we show that real quick? Is that available? Watch this.
That's what they want.
Savage Combat Sports Media, Dave.
Fucking love you, man.
Hey, I love you too, brother. I love you too. We're in the fight, man.
Oh, man.
Hey, speaking of Perdomo, congratulations to him on running through everyone that you
it's
put
not
in
even
front
the whole
of him.
thing.
Even
it's just that initial interaction. It's different, right? You said I fucking love.
Yeah,
you,
I
man.
showed it to my wife yesterday, and she was like, "Yeah, that's a real smile."
Yeah, you got the real one, and I could tell when I saw it too. That's why I wanted to play that for you.
Yep.
A lot of stuff. You want to talk about smiles with him, and everyone in the chat, by the way. I mean, he used to hang out in the chat every week. We're missing him. Everyone's going. There's fighters. There's fans. There's part of the family. They're on the chat. R.I.P. Some people are just finding out. Ron's going to be missed by us all. Matt Guyman saying, a lot of people yelling, "We're in the fight." Rick is a big fan. Rick didn't even know that he passed away. Rick found that out, and he said, just a wonderful human being. So I agree with that. And what I also want to spotlight is the fact that, so you saw how happy Dave was when he talked to him at the post-fight. And by the way, at the post-fights in Hollywood from now on, that chair he always sat in, we're keeping that vacant.
Yeah.
That's a Ron seat. No one sits there.
Done.
We're going to make sure we do that.
Done.
But it's interesting to me, you have these two guys, and you know this, that hate each other. They hate each other. But they felt the same way about Ron because everyone loved Ron. Let's show the clip of Brian Duran and Kai Stewart's reactions to Ron when they went to all the fighters. Mike Perry, they would all do this.
Ron with Savage Combat Sports Media.
We're in the fight, baby.
Ooh, we're in the fight. 6-time world champion, brother.
You can watch.
Brian Duran, Ron here, brother. Congratulations, man. We are in the fight. You're in the fight with knockout.
There
of
you
the
go,
night.
man. You had Mike Perry. He did that before. I think every fighter would be like, Ron, we're in the fight. But you can tell those two guys like want to kill each other. They want to fight each other, but they both agree. I think they can agree they liked Ron.
100%.
That's what everybody rallied around him. That
Yep.
was why I wanted to show this. And I want to do kind of like a best of Ron segment now. Matter of fact, Jake sent this in, and I saw this mentioned earlier by MMA History Podcast. They said they loved when Ron would dance. I don't know if you were there for this. I don't know if you remember this. So one time, Rambo Russo, a couple shows ago, was getting asked questions by the press. Watch what Ron did. This is why I love Ron. Unpredictable Ron.
Dance. What's unpredictable? Y'all know what's going on.
Let's get some dance moves.
Come on, man. Y'all know what's going. Come on, but y'all know what's going to happen. Y'all don't act a blind eye to it. Come on now. Y'all know what time it is.
Moments for Ron. That was
He went up there and danced, man.
Nothing-
And he'd always go, remember, he'd go, a lot of times with Rambo, he'd go, meep, 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 meep. And then he'd go, Ron would go, sleep, 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 meep, 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 sleep, sleep, sleep. I used to love that about him, too.
That's awesome.
So that's one of the many. That was actually requested from an email. A lot of other email requests coming in. The one that we'll get to in a minute is something I want to show that involves Brandon that was absolute magic. But before we get to that, I saw that Bare Knuckle Syndicate, they put this out. I thought it was pretty cool. It looks like an AI of Ron. And I like how they did this. They showed how integrated he was into the product and all the people he would interview. It's kind of an emotional piece. I love it. That shows you how into us he was, everything he did. There's other tributes rolling in too. We're going to get to them in a minute, but I also want to show just how the media, the fans, everybody, fighters, all rocked by the news. Of course, we put up a post on our Instagram about it, and everybody is commenting. I mean, you can look in the comments, you can dive in the comments of that post, and you can see them as you go down. I mean, I can't because I have my glasses on, but I was reading them earlier. It was a who's who. And Brandon, you're in there. Can you read some of the comments from some of the fighters and the people just saying nice things about Ron? Just pick them at random. Whoever's got a mic, I just need some help because I'm blind. I need a bigger monitor.
There, I got it.
You felt the energy every time he was in the room. I'll miss you, my bro. Will be missed. Rest in peace, Ron. R.I.P. Ron. Rest in peace. Rest easy. # we're in the fight.
All these, basically all the fighters joined in on this. All the fans. It was actually, I mean, it makes me happy for Ron, but it's a shame he's gone, but it did really well, this post. Everybody was commenting on it. And then the other thing I liked about Ron was that he, like I said, embraced the fighters. He really took care of the fighters. Matter of fact, this is one of our favorite lunatics, the Knuckle Maniac. He had Ron on his show, the Knuck World Order show, and I thought this was interesting. He did this. He put this up.
I'm out, brother. I'm out. Guys.
Savage, thank you. Thank you, Savage.
Much love, much love. Dave Mundell. Shift versus the world, baby. Shift versus the world. KWO.
KWO, baby. Knuck World Order.
This guy, like I said, tribute to everyone. This guy was just in it. You could tell he's in there with Dave Mundell. You hear Dave laughing. Like
everybody liked him.
People loved him. It just makes me so happy to see these things as I went going back through it. And then another thing that I thought was fun, and I wanted to write this down because I didn't want to miss this one. I got a lot of requests for this, Brandon. A lot. Do you remember when you met Ron face to face and you did Ron and for Ron? Do you remember that? Let's watch that one. A lot of requests. I had like 20 requests for this. Can't hear it.
I am here with Ron from Savage Combat Sports Media. Ron, how are we feeling today? It's BKFC 85 Fight Week. What the hell are you doing? Are you trying to take my job, Brandon? Looks like I've already taken it, Ron. See you later.
How do you not love Ron, dude? That was, I'm telling you, everybody was asking for that clip, Brandon. Other than that, I mean, there was so much other stuff, and we'll talk more about Ron. And I know we have some other Ron content that we'll get to later on.
When did he
the
start
show.
with us?
I was looking at that too. It had to be 2 years about.
2 years.
You know what my wife said to me when I told her about the passing of Ron? I was pretty bummed out. Like I said, I got the call from G, and I went downstairs. She goes, "Bri," she said, "the amount of times you put that guy on your show," she's like, and he actually said this to my wife when he met her, and he said it to me more than once, and it makes my heart happy. He said, "Thank you." I said, "For what?" He's like, "You're making me big. You're blowing me up. You're putting me on your show." And I said, "Ron, your talent's doing that. I'm just putting you on." I was like, thank you. And he would give me a hug. He was so appreciative. And Gina said that, I was telling her, you said you don't know much of his background, but his background was he wanted to be a sports commentator, I guess, when he was younger. I think he went to college for it. And I don't know, he did a little bit. And I don't know if that fully worked out the way he wanted to, but I'm very proud in the last 2 years of his life, unknowingly to everybody, we could give him kind of that dream to be up in front of the camera.
No, it was great. Really, I mean, I keep saying it was great. It was just great. It was always great being around him. It was just great being around him. I mean, always lifted you up. Like, look, I was tired at the end of that press conference. I wasn't even happy, and he made me happy.
That's how I feel. I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to be there sometimes. You work so hard, you're like, oh, God. Then you see Ron, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, I don't want to miss any. I feel like, did I send more Ron stuff to you? I feel like I sent more, no? Is there more for this segment? I don't want to miss it. I could be wrong. There's so much. I was looking at so much Ron stuff last night, laughing my face off.
Was it?
Oh, I know the one. It was. What was the one I wanted to put on where he was? This is this. Not this one. Go to the other one first. So that was the one I wanted. This is interesting. This is a Philly thing. Ron tore it up at Knucklemania in Philly this year. He was doing fans' point of view. He was going around and he met the Philly fans. And this was another one that got requested a bunch of times. The Philly fans are nuts, and Ron gets nuts with them. Do you have that one? If not, I can send you the email and we can get back to it in a little bit, but you should.
I thought we just had the Philly fans.
No, that's. I don't think so. You can.
That was the Philly.
All right, hit it. Let's see. No, that's the people. That's what my point to this was. I had a video lined up there. It was an awesome video from Philly, and what happened was afterwards. But okay, go ahead. Let's watch the video. Watch this, Dave. It's great.
Knucklemania 6, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Savage Combat Sports Media is getting the fans' point of view interviews. How we doing, fellas? What's your names?
My name's Chase.
And my name's Ryder. Uh-oh, we got Chase and Ryan. What do y'all think of this card tonight, brother?
Hell yeah!
Oh, my God.
This is the most awesome thing I ever seen in my life. I love this.
We love it. We love it. What do you think of the pride of Philadelphia, Johnny Cannoli, fighting tonight, bro?
It's the city of brotherly love. John Cannoli is going to take his ass down.
Ooh, it might be brotherly love, but we're going to bring those brotherly knuckles and beat the hell out of you. Savage Combat Sports Media.
these fans. We're in the fight, baby.
Yeah!
Keep it going. Keep it going. It gets better.
Come on in. Savage Combat Sport. Of course, you didn't hear me going crazy. We're doing interviews for the fans' point of view. Knucklemania 6. What's your name, bro?
My name's Ian.
Hey, Ian. What do you think of these fights, man? I heard you had something to say.
I think they're great, but I got one thing to say. Yoel Romero is a bitch.
Biggest Coochie Award, Yo Romero! Romero's a bitch!
Ron's the calmest one there. Watch this. Yeah. Get security in there with him. Ron's loving life. And my point to this was he meets those fans at Knucklemania in Philly. They remember him. They find him on social media, and then they send him this.
What, this thing?
Yeah, look what they actually, weeks later, sent him this. What's up, Ron? I hope you remember me and the boys and the interview that we did together. You are the man. He touched people's lives when he met him. When they met him, they remembered him. I think that's amazing. He was great for the fans, great for the fighters, and great for the company.
Absolutely.
Ron,
rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man. We're in the fight. We love you. We love you, and to his friends and family, all of us, we're hurting right now, and we'll get through this together. Let's celebrate his life. We'll keep you updated if we find out anything about if the services are public, private. We'll keep you updated. But we love Ron.
I got the information on it if you want.
Oh, you do? Okay, and we'll make this public somehow too. But you can also you got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't say where it is yet.
That's
but
right.
It's going to be Thursday, June 18th from 4 to 7.
Okay. Thursday, June 18th from 4 to 7. Let's show up there, man. Let's go out for our
They'll
brother.
find out on Saturday. They have a booking and payment, a booking to confirm and pay for the venue. So they'll know all that on this Saturday, but it's going to be for June 18th.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. So we have a little bit of info there, but let's show out. Let's honor Ron the way we can. And the last thing I'll say, I see Kai Stewart's mother is in the chat. I believe it's her, Lori. She said, just met him in Hollywood at Kai's fight. I'm blessed to have a Savage sticker on the back of my truck. I'm truly saddened. And I want to say that too. He would give my kids, through me, stickers. And, we leave home a lot. So I try to leave them something. I left them a Savage Combat Sports sticker on their pillow when I left. Both of them hung it on their corkboard. So Ron lives on in my house too.
Nice.
We love you, Ron. And I know I'm actually bummed because the content Ron could have gotten on BKFC. I know that you offered him a cabin, right?
Yeah.
And, I'll miss him I wanted to hang out with him on that cruise, honestly.
I know. It would have been amazing to have him on there.
But the thing that Ron would have loved that at Hollywood, as weird as it was not having him there with us, you broke back into the press conference after you left, and you came back and you made an announcement, and he would have loved this fight. Go versus Johnny Tello on BKFC on the Bruise Cruise. Yeah. That's incredible. Talk about that fight and why we need to see it again. I mean, I know I watched it.
So, it was probably the best fight we ever did at Hard Rock Hollywood. It was one of the top 5 fights we've ever done. Two guys that didn't have any backward step to them. They just kept coming forward. They wanted to fight, and they put on an absolute war. And I actually really thought about it because I was like, man, I want this fight on BKFC, but it's 6 months away. They're going to want to fight again. So that came in part to not just that they earned it, but how can I stop them from wanting to fight again and waiting for that? So that's why I doubled their purse. So essentially they're fighting again without having to fight, and they got paid again without having to fight. So that way they have enough money to make it into BKFC.
David Feldman, always thinking. That's actually really smart, the Bruise Cruise. And by the way, if you still haven't gotten your cabin yet, don't keep waiting because the prices will go up. You don't want that. You want to get in now. BKFSEA.com.
I would say within 2 weeks, from today, we'll drop the entire card or the entire, top 6 fights on the card. We'll drop probably about 10 different activations we're doing. We're working on all that this week and next week. So we're going to have some really, really exciting news that is going to get you guys excited to come on. I'm telling you, man, this is going to be the best thing that we've ever done by far. It's going to look sick. We're wrapping the boat BKFC. We're wrapping it in some of our sponsors. Like, it's not going to look like, just a cruise ship. It's going to look like our cruise ship.
And it's on, if you want to look at the ship, it's on the Norwegian Jewel.
Yep,
and
Norwegian
we
Jewel.
went and looked at it.
Beautiful.
And it was awesome. And,
beautiful.
I got to tell you right now, I know we've already talked about this in the show. It's no secret. There's going to be booze tastings. There's going to be cigar bar things. There's the beautiful pool. What I want to do, I think we're doing the fight on the ship, But I want to have a cannonball contest with BKFC stars. Who does the best cannonball? Because I think I could host that. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
We'll look into it. We got a lot of other stuff we're planning too. BKFSEA.com. If you want to get your cabin reserved now, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be nuts.
It is. I mean, it's going to be just an amazing time. I can't wait for it. I'm really, really looking forward to it. I wasn't at first, to be honest with you. I was like, remember actually?
I know.
Actually, Junior was like, oh, now you're sold on it 6 months after we launched it?
Well, you went
I
on the
wasn't
ship.
really sold on it. Then I went on the ship and I was like, wow, there's so many different activations we can do. We got some really, really cool stuff we're doing. I mean, we got some different stuff we're doing. It's going to be
Can
real
I talk
fun.
about the one thing that where you called the one promoter already? Can I talk
Sure,
about? Oh,
sure.
okay. So we were on the ship and I'm there with Senior and he goes, this is a great venue. I'm like, yeah, it's awesome. He's like, midget wrestling. So, dude, I jumped up. I'm like, midget wrestling, I'm in. I want to be part of the show. We're going to do a live podcast there at some point. But can the midget wrestling be brought to you by the Bare Knuckle Show? Because that's my lane, man, midget wrestling. Do you think they'll let us toss
if
them
you
too?
pay for it.
No, I'm not going to pay for it. Come on, don't be crazy. Do you think they'll let us do midget tossing?
Yes.
But we're not allowed to talk about it, right? Like Fight Club?
Oh, eventually we're going to have to talk about it. But I mean, you came out with that. Look,
I sure did.
I think that's immoral.
It
and
is.
you came out with that.
That's me.
You came out with that.
All right. Well, that'll be good. There's a lot more we're going to announce soon. Are you going to be wearing a captain's hat the whole cruise? Because I'm thinking about just wearing a captain's hat around the ship.
I don't know.
No, you're not sure. I'll get you one.
I'm not sure what I'm wearing.
You're not wearing. You
I might not wear anything.
You wear your boat shoes, your deck shoes. What's that, Evan? See on the poop deck, right? Isn't that what they say?
Yes.
In the Navy, the poop deck. Do you
Yes.
know that? They have the poop deck.
Oh yeah.
So
Nice.
that'll be a lot of
No,
fun.
it was beautiful though. It was a beautiful ship.
It was incredible.
It
We're
was
going to
beautiful,
start
man.
showing more
That's
content.
when I got excited. But I mean, once we dropped the activations, like the different things that were going to be happening, that prior to the fight, after the fight, everything
It's
that's
a
going to
party.
happen all around. It's going to be it's a party, but there's some fun stuff that's not party stuff that's really cool and fun to do. So it's just going to be an amazing weekend. I really can't wait. And anyone I tell it to, they're like, "Holy shit, are you guys kidding me?"
Yeah, everybody says
It's
that.
unbelievable.
Dave's going to be the king of the shuffleboard court. I can feel it, right? Is that what you're going to be doing? Shuffleboard court. I saw there was like a pitching machine or something on there, like some kind of baseball thing it looked like when we were on there.
There's a baseball thing. There's basketball courts.
It's
there,
awesome, dude.
There was a bowling alley, but I didn't see it.
Did we? I think we walked past. There's a spa.
Yeah,
where we can
there's
get
a spa,
massaged.
yep,
You can get your facials.
There's a strip club.
Yeah, when you dock.
No, there is.
Where? I didn't see that part.
Wait a second, guys. Am I lying, or aren't they making one of those rooms a strip club?
Are they really? I can't hear you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you being serious?
Yeah. We're working with
Oh.
11 in Miami, and they're going to make it a strip club.
Well, now I can't go on the cruise.
There you
Thanks.
I mean,
I'm kidding. Really, that's good. 11.
you're in a strip club more than you're at home.
Don't say that, dude.
Gina?
My wife does watch the show.
Just
She
kidding,
knows.
Gina. Just
she
kidding.
Knows, she knows. I got to come home with money. If I don't come home with money, there's a problem. When I go away, I can't give it all away to single moms.
No, really, it's going to be really, really fun. I mean, we definitely have put a lot of thought and a lot of effort into this thing, and we start announcing the different drops on the different
gonna be even
activations
better.
we're doing.
Exactly.
It's going to be sick.
Something else you announced, I think, officially. I don't see the broadcast at Hollywood because I run around like a madman, but big news was the Republic of Georgia. Not Georgia, not Atlanta, the Republic of Georgia. Talk about that. What's going on there?
Yeah, we actually have another one we're going to announce this week, but we got Republic of Georgia done. We're going to do our first event there. I believe it's going to be the end of October or beginning of November. But again, it's just going all over the place. But we're doing these licensing deals with these great promoters that are in these respective countries, and they have a lot of obligations to live up to. So we're not just letting anyone do this anymore. There's a lot of requirements that go behind this, and it's really helping us scale all over the world, global, man. It's just crazy. Like just this year, we're going to be in probably 8 different countries doing fights, or maybe 9. It's just crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. They're calling for a belly flop competition on the cruise, too. That would be fun.
Oh yeah,
We got to do that.
I won a belly flop competition when I was a kid. It was weird, but it hurt so bad. It felt like it split me from my neck down. It was crazy.
Is there video of this?
I was in wrestling camp, and when I was in wrestling camp, they did a belly flop contest.
Yeah, I've tried them. That does hurt.
Yeah.
That's something we could do. But I think the Republic of Georgia thing, I'm jumping all over, is a big thing for us. But another big thing, and I want to clarify this because we talked about Fight Club before, and everyone's, when's Fight Club happening? When's Fight Club happening? I don't think, and correct me if I'm wrong, we're not licensing Fight Club to people. That's handled here, right?
100%.
And I know that you were very excited in Hollywood. You pulled your phone out. I think you published it on social media, and you showed this awesome-looking venue in Miami. Can we show it and talk about it?
Yeah, this
Tell
is
me
going to
about
be
it.
BKFC Fight Club Miami.
There you go. So this is where it's going to take place.
It's actually it's its own home. Like it's going to be built for fights. It's BKFC Fight Club in Miami. It's in Coral Gables. It's a beautiful. I mean, this whole facility with these guys that we're partnering with for that, it's just truly unbelievable. It's going to be sick. It's beautiful. It's sick. Like all in one. It's got like it's going to have like the gritty feel of it because of what we're going to do, but it's going to look like a high class event. We're actually going to try to sell like season tickets to it down there, and just do like 4 events a year down there and have season tickets for that.
Make it like a club. That's cool. That's smart. You should slide the. They have to know a password to get a no ticket. That's going to be exciting.
What's the password? The password is passing a check.
Slide money in or cash. Screw a check.
What's
Give
the
me cash.
password? Here's a check. All right,
Check.
you're in.
Cash. You want cash?
Yeah.
Okay, also, I know you're excited, and I am too. Here we go, coming home about Liberty Brawl. Liberty Brawl, July 3rd. Let's talk a little bit about this because there was one show, months ago by now, because we haven't seen you on here in a while, that we had to mute the mics and do mic protection because you had to tell me, we were talking about two different things, and you had mentioned Liberty Brawl might be happening to me before we announced it. Well, now you're here. We've announced it. It's in Philly. It's at
Xfinity Mobile
Thank
Center.
you. I've get used to it again. It used to be Wells Fargo. Xfinity Mobile, and I'm excited for it. It's always a good homecoming for us. A lot of great fights on the card, too. I've been hearing it all over the radio here. I know we have a world title fights. We have Johnny Cannoli going to be there. Where's Mike Richmond?
It was a ballsy move from us, to be honest with you. It's the day before 4th of July, and everybody here where we live, guys, in this part of the world, they go down to the beach on the 4th of July.
You said it like everyone else would understand. Around here, we don't go down the beach. We go down the shore.
Down the
Nobody
shore.
knows the hell that is. We're not from here.
Exactly.
So
we go down the shore, and I'll be down the shore the next day as well. And
so I'll be staying at your place.
Yeah. You're in. Come on down. So it's like I said, it was a ballsy move, and we're very, very confident in it. We're promoting the hell out of it now. We have Austin Trout taking on Ben Bonner's the main event. Yeah. We have a really, really heated female match for the 115-pound championship. Sarah Shell is taking on the champ, Britton Hart.
Too.
We've got Johnny Cannoli taking on Mike Richmond. I mean, again, I just always take my hat off to Mike Richmond because he always fights, his heart out. He always does what he's supposed to do. But I'm doing this time to tip my hat to Johnny Cannoli because he didn't have to take this fight. He wanted a tough fight. Yep. He wanted people to say he's not ducking anyone. He'll fight anyone, and that's why he took this fight. So much respect to him, and really can't wait to see him fight that night. And then there's just so many other guys on that card. Zed Montanez is coming back after a really, really great knockout at the debut of Matt Turnbull. We got Lex Ludlow coming back.
Lex is back. He's crazy.
Man.
What about I interviewed him last week. Jake Boswick is fighting Cody Russell.
Jake
right?
Boswick is fighting Cody Russell. Cody Russell stands for an amazing platform. He's fighting depression, and he's going to do an initiative there, and we're going to help him. There's just so many different angles and so many different things on that show that I'm very, very happy about.
You brought up Johnny Cannoli. I know you're excited about the show. By the way, you can get your tickets now, bkfc.com. They are on sale, and we're part of this 250 thing here in Philadelphia, which is...
Yeah, I think that's what was the most humbling about this thing is we couldn't say no, because I remember Junior called and they said, hey, Xfinity Mobile called. They want to do an event on July 3rd. They wanted to be a part of the 250th birthday celebration. I'm like, July 3rd. Wow, that's a tough date. And I was like, let's go for it. That's just what we do.
Yeah, I was when you said it, I'm like, what? And I'm like, okay, it makes sense. But that's I think.
But to be invited
World Cup
to be a
be
part
here
of this,
too?
yeah, World Cup is.
So now the good thing is not just Philly people from around the world come to that.
All over the world.
They
all
can
over
come
the
be
world.
experience our product, which they're looking for something to do. I think it's a good
They're
move.
gonna come.
I think it's going to be awesome, dude.
Yep.
And speaking of Cannoli, you brought Cannoli up. I'm going to try to get him in studio next week. We're going to work on that. But I want to talk about Cannoli with you. I was invited, and then we had a little mishap with scheduling, and I canceled to not go to the wedding because we weren't somewhere where I thought we were going to be, and I figured everybody canceled. But then I see you went. Let's show it. We've been talking about it for a couple of weeks. We haven't had pictures. There's some pictures. I'm talking to Dave about this. You can go through, see him and his beautiful bride. This is what the wedding looked like. Now, you were there, right? How beautiful was this wedding? It looks very beautiful.
Yeah, it was a beautiful wedding. I mean, it was top notch. Everybody that was there just said it was probably the nicest wedding that they've ever been to. A lot of people there, a lot of love in the room, no issues at all. It was just a great time.
Did you dance?
Yeah.
What was your favorite song you danced to? Did you do Hokey Pokey? But you're fun at weddings. I've been at weddings with you. You're a good time.
I am fun. Evan's wedding, right?
Yeah, Evan's wedding. You were there for a while. You hung out there. And then we had Cranston's wedding. You were there for that. You were there for a real long time for that one. And we hung out there for that one. That was fun. We danced the night away. And I just thought it was a lot of fun. And I wanted to get your take on that because everyone I talked to that went to this thing, well, how many people were there?
500.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, 500. Yeah, crazy.
It must have been a good time.
It was a great time. Great people.
I'm glad you had fun there. Other than that, can always knock at the fight of his life, from his marriage to the fight of his life against Mike Richmond. So that'll be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to that. Again, BKFC.com. Grab those tickets and get ready to watch it live. You can do that all there. Dave, the other thing I want to talk about is Helwani, Earl Helwani. I'm sure you've heard it. You've saw it. Everyone's contacting me about it. Your boy Darren Till, he was on there the other day. He had some choice words about you that I thought half true, half interesting. Well, actually, all the way true. Let's watch.
You like Feldman as a promoter?
Feldman, him and I used to really like Mams, still do. Got a hell of a lot of time for Mams Taylor, but that David Feldman, let me tell you, he is obsessed and very, very fucking driven with this bare knuckle, and I've listened to his life story. Really, really like that guy a hell of a lot. Got lots of time, and everything he said he's going to do for me and do with me, he's done it to the T. So how can I not respect the guy?
He clipped a man's Achilles.
He what?
He clipped a man's Achilles.
What's that?
Achilles.
You know the Achilles in back of your leg there? The Achilles tendon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got into a fight with a man and he clipped his Achilles. He cut it off.
So he's a psycho as well.
Yes. But he's a man. He's got an incredible backstory with his mom and everything, like straight out of a movie. Shocking stuff.
If anyone would ever care to look into his life story, a bit like mine, fucking wild, very interesting, and I've heard it all from him. So, yeah, tons of respect. And as I said, the next year or two, me and David, we're going to do some fucking great things. I'm going to build this bare knuckle myself with my name big.
Well, we're looking forward to it. I agree with a lot of that. I meant the half part was psycho, but I have known you for a while. You're psycho. And I'm glad that Helwani said you didn't just go out and clip people's Achilles. I'm glad that he understood why. If you watched the show,
I know,
before,
but
we've talked about it.
Darren Till, lifted us up and said, yeah, they're great. They're obsessed. They're focused. And then he goes, yeah, he clipped someone's Achilles like
so
they're trying to take it down. What an idiot.
So random.
Man. It was funny. I don't think he meant it like that. I think he meant it because he tried to, finish the story of what happened. But just so anyone that doesn't know my story, I'm not going to tell my story now, but I didn't just get in a fight with a guy and clip his Achilles. If you want to know my story, check out the Rolling Stone article. You'll understand my story. It has nothing to do with getting in a fight with a man and clipping something.
No, it does not. You have threatened to clip my Achilles, though, when I haven't done the work for you that you want me to do. I will never. But no, you can watch. I wish we knew episodes. We got to start channeling or categorizing episodes because you talked about it on here, too. And it always blew my mind, that story.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what else we have for you, Dave, while I still have you. Now, this is weird. I want to talk a little bit about Hollywood. And this is really weird because I'm recapping Hollywood. Usually I go to a bunch of different Ron videos. So let's just talk about what happened in Hollywood. What did you think of the card? Talk about the card. To me first, though, I want to tell you, I think I said this to you ringside. It was a different night than when you usually run. The place was jam-packed, which is good. I think that was a really fun fight card to watch, especially on a Thursday night.
I mean, I would give that fight card an A. And
great.
honestly, I'm the most,
I know.
I'm always like, I was happy, man. There were so many great fights. One or two fights weren't great, and obviously the main event didn't end the way we wanted it to end. But the co-main event, Johnny Tello versus Gogo, stole the whole entire show. And even if every other fight on that card was bad, which it wasn't, that would have saved the whole entire show. That was an unbelievable display of heart, courage, talent by Johnny Tello and Gogo. Man, take my hat off to those two guys because they laid it all on the line. They laid every bit of it on the line, and the fans responded.
I agree. I mean, it was an amazing fight, especially to see live. Another thing that I wanted to point out, and he was the presser, love me some Tomahawk Townsend, I really do. But if anyone's asking Mike Jones who, they know. Now,
but I like Mike Jones. I mean,
I like
Mike Jones
both.
is definitely something that we can build now, too. I know Mike Jones made a statement because I think he saw me on the video when Townsend got dropped, and I was like, but I saw him down, and I was actually genuinely concerned.
Yeah, I know.
He was hurt. So I was like, oh, man, I hope he's not hurt. But, we like Mike Jones. We like Steve Tomahawk Townsend is just an amazing guy. And everybody in Miami, we like all those fighters. We just want to build them. They're putting on exciting shows. Oof. They're selling out crowds on a Thursday night.
That's incredible.
On a Thursday night.
Dude, I felt like I was in. Here's a boxing reference for you. I felt like it was on USA Network Thursday night fight. Or no, was it Tuesday night or Thursday night? They had
Tuesday
Thursday night. Didn't they have Thursday night fights on ESPN?
Never.
So it was Tuesday night fights because it was during the week.
Tuesday night.
They used to do it
fights.
at the Blue Horizon.
Yeah,
I remember that was. I think Thursday, but Tuesday was during the week fight, and they were always jam packed.
Yeah,
I mean, there we go. That tells you how strong the brand is.
What they did there is what I just said. They sold season tickets. Like, you almost could never buy a ticket there. It was always sold out.
You'd been in the building for those before, right?
What?
Were you in the building a lot for those? Were you able to get in? I mean, that must have been really cool. That was, what was that?
Damon fought there a couple times.
Did he?
Yeah.
Was that late 90s that went off or early 2000s?
Late midnight. No, early late. So the Blue Horizon was really popular. Actually, my dad fought the Blue Horizon.
I ring announced there once.
He
it was
fought
awesome.
in the 60s at the Blue Horizon.
Big
so
deal.
all the way from then all the way up to, and kind of dwindled out around the 2000s.
What happened? Just bad management?
It was a bad area, bad management.
I went to Temple University like you did.
The place was falling down.
I know.
Yeah.
I used to see it on the way to Temple University. I knew that was a bad area.
Yep.
All right, and then the other thing I want to talk about is our rooftop show. You saw. What did you think about the weigh-ins on the rooftop? I thought it was hot and sticky.
It was good.
Very hot and sticky, like the woman in college I would be with. Like I wrote that. You don't have to respond.
It was good, man.
It was cool.
It was definitely good.
So
not the woman.
I sent a video. To somebody we both know, one of our account executives. I showed him what it looked like there, and he said, "Oh my God!" He goes, "Because there were so many people up there." He's like, "You guys are just growing nonstop. It's good to be a part of this. Good to be part."
I mean, it is. Look, the thing is, we're always pushing the envelope, right? We always do. We always do different things, and we did another different thing there, and we're going to continue to do different things. We should have a major announcement. Well, you know what? We'll probably drop that announcement next Tuesday on this show. The major announcement that I want to make about something really, really big we're doing up here in the Northeast. It's going to be an epic announcement and another thing that we're pushing the envelope on, but I just don't think that we can ever really, truly grow if we're just waiting for shit to happen. We got to go out and make shit happen, and we got to go out and do different things and take risks and do things that other people won't do. We have to do those things so people aren't just talking about how great the fights are, but they're talking about the different venues we're doing and the different stuff we're doing surrounding these events. And I think that's what's really making us really, really popular. And that's why I'm always, always pushing the envelope, and I'm always pissing you guys off because you're like, man, and this, how the hell am I going to do that? But this one, I'll tell you, Junior was like, oh my God, man, I don't want another one like that. And but then he was like, that place,
please
that's the most iconic place. Junior's here. Yeah, he was excited. He's like, that's the most iconic place in the United States. We have to do it. Go ahead, Junior.
What?
No, I said it takes a lot to get me excited.
What's going on with your mic? I'd be excited if your mic worked.
Is it messed up?
And now I couldn't hear him. I think he faded down. So you said it takes a lot to get you excited?
It does.
Like Blue Chew? What's it take?
Yeah, I stole some from you.
We're going to talk about my Dick Hard pills in a minute. We'll talk about those. Or my Dick Hard drink. I'm being honest with you. It's part of the show today.
It's not Dick Hard drink. It's Get Hard.
Get Hard.
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. But I want people to know what's coming up. Sorry, Dave. I'm sorry, man. Don't fire me, dude. I didn't try it yet. I'll let you know how it works.
I just got a
out of
text
here?
message from the network.
Oh yeah, well, we get them every day. I can't say cojones on the show. We got in trouble for that. Can you believe that? You got to talk to some people.
That's crazy.
But other than that, Dave, look, we appreciate you stopping by. I mean, is there anything else you want to talk about? You can hang out.
Man,
if you
all
want.
good, man. I love the fans. Again, rest in peace to Ron. Great guy. Really, really, truly like that guy. And obviously I like people, but like he was one of the guys that he stood out to me. He stood out to me because he always made me smile. Even like sometimes I'm tired at the end of the night and I'm looking at him, I'm like, this guy. And then he talk and I'll be like, I love that guy. Yeah. I just love that guy. He's a great guy. And like I said, we're gonna do our part, and thank you for everybody that donated to that and helped do their part. Really, truly, thank you guys. Thanks for all the warm wishes that you sent out to his family. That was amazing to them. I talked to them, like I said. They said they didn't know how much that BKFC loved him back. Yeah. They didn't know that. They knew how much he loved BKFC, but they didn't know how much they loved him back until this this week. And that's when you're really in this situation is when you really find everything out, right? You're not finding out, but your family is like, do people really like you, or do people really not like you, right? And 100%. You found out that everybody really likes Ron.
I think Ron knew that, and I think, like I said, he was part of the family. And I appreciate you taking that. Like, I know you joke, but I know you're busy. You're taking a lot of meetings and stuff, and this is real. I appreciate you taking the time to come on today and wanting to come on to talk about Ron, because I don't think it's any secret that the bare knuckle community, not just the fans, not just our family here, everybody's hurting over this.
Yeah.
And I think it's something we need to kind of put our arms around each other and get through together. And I appreciate you coming on today to help us with that.
All right, don't put your arms around me. Have a good day.
You're an idiot.
Thanks, guys.
All right. There he is, David Feldman, coming on to talk about Ron and how he thought about him, how we all thought about him. And I think it's cool with the company. David's going to be able to help him with his going home ceremony. I love that. And that's the least we can do for Ron. Like I said, you'll see if you keep watching throughout the next couple months. We're going to keep on kind of putting him into the show. You'll see. We're not going to forget about Ron. We love him. We're in the fight with him. Let's talk about other stuff in Hollywood, Florida. And I almost want to call the hotel on the air. I don't know if we should do that to yell at them. John, the driver, I almost got kicked out because I was yelling at the front desk clerk the night we got home from the show. Well, here's how it started. This is what happened when I checked in. Let's watch.
Accommodations by BKFC here in Florida at a BKFC's big event. Oh, look at this. Look who's on my floor. What's that? Hey, that's not mine. Go ahead and make the joke. Yeah, it wouldn't even fit me, would it? Yeah, it's too small. But yeah, that's on my floor. It's open in the hotel that I'm in. The BKFC Hotel Diaries. Look at that. That's gross, dude.
I just want to prove to you, because we talk about it on the show all the time. Like Evan, the one time when he had the dirty panties or whatever. When we've had we've had blood stains we thought years ago. Yeah. So when you travel, it's not even against BKFC. When we travel, you see. I've walked into rooms. They've checked me when somebody's laying in bed before. Like crazy stuff like that. You see. That's one of the very small things. I noticed there was a dirty rag. It looked like in my shower, and I was so exhausted. Let me take a half an hour nap. I said they're probably just done cleaning the shower, and I took the nap. I didn't even see that condom, and then I got out of bed and I'm going, what the hell's that? I looked down, I'm like, oh my God, I was laying in that bed. Hopefully it's clean. I don't know if it was the housekeeping staff or what. But so what happened was I was coming back from the show and I was sweating and I was dehydrated and I saw Gatorade. I'm like, sweet Gatorade. And I walked up to the guy and I said, and I have Vaughn Design Team was there with me. John, the driver, was trying to diffuse the situation, which I wouldn't allow. And I got the Gatorade and I said, can I have this Gatorade? I'd like to put it on my room. And this guy didn't even stand up. Oh, lazy, sitting back. He said, cash your charge. I said, on my room, please. And I'm just sweaty, tired. Cash your charge. I said, no, I'd like to put it on my room. And he just reached up and went, yeah, it doesn't work on your room. And I'm like, come on, man, help me out here. Put it on my room. It doesn't work. He said, you even asked me my number. He's being a dick. And I wasn't having that. So I said, hey, do me a favor. I checked into a disgusting room. I didn't complain about it. There's a dirty rag, and there's a not just any condom, a Magnum condom on the floor. And I said, I didn't bitch about it at all. Why don't you just comp me this or give me a bottle of water or something? And you would have thought I asked for gold, bars of gold, $2 million worth of gold. You would have thought I did that. But no, I just asked for that. And he got smart with me. And then so I got smart back with him. And then I started to yell at him in the middle of the hotel. And then I started screaming at him that it was a hooker hotel. This is a hooker hotel, I said. And I was like, I know you guys. I said, dirty condoms on the floor, and you can't even give me a drink. It's a hooker hotel. And I was losing my mind. And then Jer Bear's over there with his wine that I was going to pay for, his little thing of wine. And somehow Jer Bear pops open the wine. I guess he must have paid for it. I don't know. He drove away. I guess I created the diversion. And then John, the driver, comes up and John goes, I'll just put it on my room. I go, no, you're not putting it on your room. I don't want this Gatorade. And I threw it. And then I said, you're a dick to the guy. And I said, he did this so real, so mad. I was like, I'm going to fix him. I'm going to write a letter about it. That's what I said to him. And as I was walking away, the guy goes, hoo, 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 hoo. Oh, dude. I was like,
shiver me timbers.
I turned around and I went, you're an idiot. And then I left and went upstairs and I was pissed off for a couple hours. I really was. I was writing Yelp reviews and shit. And then I couldn't decide. I never did Yelp. I think it's stupid. So then I deleted the Yelp review and I got more mad because I took all the time writing it and shit. And then I went downstairs and I had the condom wrapper. And before I left on my way out, I took it in a tissue and I slammed it on the desk. I go, have a Magnum. And then I left and called it a dick. And then John was still down there with Vito and stuff. And they said, he said, well, at least somebody's having safe sex. I would have punched him in the face. Well, maybe next show we'll call them and I'll berate the front desk.
We should call them now.
If you have the number, we'll put them through. I'll make fun of them.
Here, let's call them.
I'm not going to say where I'm from though, because I don't want to get us banned. Actually, I do want to get us banned from the hotel.
Do you have to do it on your phone?
I don't know. Put it through the Bluetooth. Somebody put it through the Bluetooth. As you're doing that, I can talk to you about some other stuff. That wasn't like seriously. Come on, help me out. Look what they risk it all, baby. They're saying. Let's see what they say. A lot of people are laughing. Rick said the mag. You should have blue lighted the bed in the betting. I don't want to do that. Brian is coming unglued. Nathan Rivera is there. Soscia is correct. MMA History Podcast says. Hey, and then an Uber driver told me that there's a hooker hotel, but he said these creeps pull over on the side of the interstate and they get binoculars and look into the rooms. I'm not kidding you. Star 67, your number. Otherwise, they'll know it's you.
I think we're linking a phone now.
You're docking it?
Yeah.
You guys docking in there?
Yes.
Trying to connect my Bluetooth.
Well, they're connecting it, and let's call them live. I want to do this too. At some point, we should call my old boss live from radio because I've wanted to berate him for about 7 or 8 years. So I could really, really go in on him. The guy that fired me, scumbag. We'll do that. We'll call people I don't like and we'll berate them. I like this.
They still have the basketball court at that hotel? The little.
Did they have one?
Yeah, they have like a little half court.
I didn't even know they had that. But it's. And then they didn't even give me my complimentary breakfast. I forgot about that part. They got Jer Bear, 3 of them. He's there for 2 days. I didn't get shit. And then I got the guy, the dude is, the manager, David, is saying to me, oh, give us a good review because we let you check it. I can't pose myself.
You can call the Maritime Hotel. How may I help you?
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Hey, listen, I stayed there recently. And I found some, I'm going to let you guess what was on my floor. What was on my floor?
On your floor?
Yep, when I walked in.
In your guest room?
Yep. What do you think it was? It wasn't a rug. It wasn't wax on the floor. Maybe somebody waxed something, but it wasn't wax on the floor. It was a Magnum condom on the floor when I walked in. What are we going to do about this?
Let me take a look. What was your...
How would you feel if you walked in and a Magnum condom was on your floor? And by the way, I took a nap first, so I may have been violated when I was sleeping. I don't even know. I didn't wake up sore, so I wasn't sure what happened, but I didn't see it. I took a nap, and then it was on the floor.
My husband shouldn't have to stand for this.
Damn right.
All right. What is your last name?
Look, dude, if you don't know, last name's Shook.
Well, I'm trying to locate the reservation, so it's registered to your name.
Okay, but here's the deal. I'm just more curious how you would feel if that happened to you.
No, I would feel horrible.
Well, I told the one guy about it, and he didn't seem to care.
I liked it.
He didn't seem to care.
Let me do something. What is the last name so I can pull up the reservation?
Seaman.
S-E. Can you spell that for me?
S-E-M-A-N.
First name?
Don't make fun of my name. A lot of people do. Blowin.
What is it?
Blowin.
Can you spell it for me?
B, capital B, L-O-W-I-N.
Okay. What was the date of this day? Because I don't have anything under that name.
What name?
The name you just provided. What was the date of the?
What is my name? You're gonna call? Don't you want to know my name? You're not gonna call me by my name after I stayed there and you insulted me? What's my name?
Mr. Seaman. Mr. Seaman.
First name, please.
Blowin Seaman.
All right, that's enough. That's all we need. Goodbye, you dope. Hang up on this moron. That's what. What an idiot. What a jerk off, right? I mean, Blowin. I said, but how much further can I go?
Oh God.
Anyway, I wasn't going to give my real name.
We got to do more of those.
I think every one of our affiliates just called and canceled the show.
Anyway, we have.
Oh my God, we got to keep doing that. We got to do that every week. That was so.
It's not
good.
always good. Remember when we called the bowling alley and I prank called the bowling alley on the air the one time?
Yeah.
And I asked them if they had heavy balls. We got to get back to doing the prank phone calls. Anyway, that's completely illegal, by the way, to do what we just did. I think you're supposed to clear that they're coming on live with you first. No. Anyway, we're on podcast. There's no rules here. All right, so
Star 67 works.
Did you star 67 it?
Yeah, I did.
We got to beep out the name too from now on.
Mr. Seaman.
I can't believe that he
Next
actually.
time I go to check in there, they're gonna be like, "You're banned from."
No, they don't even know. They don't know who I'm with. I didn't say. Well, look, get us banned. I don't have to see any more of that. Anyway, that's what we do on the road. I can't believe that just worked. I thought that was going to be a disaster. All right, let's see what else we have. Oh, this is good. I kind of want to go to that one. Hey, we'll go from blowing semen. Oh, man. There's so many things I can go to. Okay, I'm going to go to this, but let's just, we're starting a new segment that has nothing to do with blowing semen. I can't do that. Yeah, I'll go to the dick hard stuff. All right, so that'll work. So we had this new, I guess, influencer who I've seen her work before. I'm a fan of her. I think she did great. I didn't see too much of her content this time. Her name is Ellie Blue. Ellie Blue. And she was walking around. You can see she has swimsuit deals. She has all this clothing deals. She's like 19. And she has all this business sense. There's Ellie Blue there. There she is at BKFC Hollywood for the fight night. I'm sure you can check out her content. There she's with Dave. But she was there kind of, I don't know, let's see what she's saying.
Here in Hollywood, Florida. In less than 30 minutes, the world's top bare knuckle fighters will be walking on this stage right here. And
there she is, Ellie Blue. But I spoke to her. She's a smart girl. I spoke to her off the air, and she was telling me about all the business ventures she has. And the dude that was filming her, he pulls out this thing called Get Hard. And I had it with me. It's a shot. I wanted to bring it and put it up here. I wanted to show it to you. But it's called Get Hard. And I'm like, this is great. What is it?
You're like, sir, I already am.
I thought it was an energy shot. And then they start telling me what it is, and I'm thinking, like, why are they targeting me with this? I would tell you, I'm very honest. I had no problem with that department yet. I'm sure one day that happens, right, when you get older. I don't know, but I don't. But I'm thinking, like, she must think I'm ancient to give me this. And they were like, oh, you got to try it. And then I realized that younger guys are taking this stuff. And he's like, yeah, if you have whiskey dick, it works. I'm like, oh, I'll let you know. I'm not going to drink it. He said, drink it before the show. See if you can poke somebody's eye out. There it is, little blue shot, Get Hard Energy. You can check it out. But yeah, they handed me this, and I guess it's something she's pushing. No pun intended. I did not yet. I was going to show you. I was either going to drink it on the show and stand up and unzip and see if it worked by the end. I wasn't sure how quickly it works. But she did give it to me. I'll let you know how it works. I'm going to show it next week. I don't know. Should I take it? Should I try it?
Yeah. I'll take it if you don't
I'm curious. We'll see what happens there. But thank you for that, Ellie. And it was good to meet you. I'm curious to see what else you're going to do at BKFC. She has a lot of followers, too. So I think she could be beneficial to us.
Engaging content.
She's got some great stuff, man. I didn't know you were showing that. I didn't look up when I said she's got some great stuff. That was perfect. All right. So something else that looks pretty hard. We'll go there. Oh, jeez. I didn't see all this. I'm turning red. Something else that it looks pretty hard.
You're hired.
Yeah, right. Get on. You're here. Come on. Something else that looks pretty hard. And we actually did this for Ron. We did this for Ron thinking he was going to kick out and pull through. And I'll show you why we did it. Tammy H, the realtor. You may have seen her around. She was there. Let's show some of those pictures I sent you. That was her dog. I thought her dog thinks I'm nuts. I stuck the mic right down there between it. I couldn't believe it. And then if you look, there's the dog. She's looking. Keep going. There's one here where, did you put them all in? Look at that one. The dog turned and literally, you only get part of that. He licked in my mouth while I was doing this. God. Who knows where that dog Gizmo's been? And but he was a nice little doggy. But that's Tammy H, the realtor. The reason we did that for Ron, we love you, Ron, and I know God up there would probably even think this is funny. We did that because of this. Unmute.
There's no sound in this video.
What?
Tell me there's no sound.
There's no sound?
How's there no sound? I watched it last night and there was sound. You sure? So basically, you can see, I'll commentate. He claimed that maybe because it was pulled for the Dropbox or something. Okay. He claimed that I was a big fan and I made him do that, which I did. I'm not saying I mentioned it, but it was a great thing. So we did that for Ron as a joke, and I'm glad we can show it. There he is, Ron, with Tammy H, the realtor. Do you remember when we played that?
H stand for?
I think Hernandez or something. Oh. Yeah, like Triple H. I didn't mean to even do Triple H. That worked. All right, so there you go. That was for Ron. Tammy, the realtor, was there. She was always there. She actually had that dog. Jeremy Vaughn called me over. It was just sitting there like a shelf, resting, watching the fights. Fighting Yo 305. They always come. Fighting Yo. Those guys are awesome. They're always covers in Miami. They caught this face-off in Hollywood, and they want to see who would win the fight. You got Rambo Russo and the Baby Hawk, man. They put up a poll to see who would win the face-off here. I'd watch that. So you can go to their page. Again, it's Fighting Yo 305 on Instagram, and you can decide who you think will win that fight if that fight is booked. Look, it looks like there's love there, but no love when they get in there. I'm game to see either one of those guys fight each other even better. So who do you think would win? I don't know who's winning that poll. I don't know. I didn't look. We have to vote, though. Don't we have to see? Okay, elevator music. Let's. I'm talking. There's not a window here. I don't know if you guys know this. There's a window here, a big window. But when I talk to the window, and there's 3 men in there, and nobody wants to answer. Is anybody here still? Did you guys leave? I can't see through the wall.
I got updated on an interview. I'm trying to.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you for that. You can't see the poll unless you vote, right?
Can't see it.
Brandon's used to seeing polls, so I thought he might know.
Smoking poll.
All right, I don't know who's winning. Go to the page and figure it out. Dude, we're not going to have a show anymore, dude. I like that the fun police are letting stuff go today. This is fun. The other guy I saw there was, I wanted to spotlight this. John Nutt. John Nutt's that crazy fight circus guy. He was there. Look at this T-shirt he had. I thought it was brilliant. He said he made it. It's the Brother Teresa shirt with Hulk Hogan on it. Being a wrestling fan, I thought that was pretty entertaining. The other shirt that I really liked that I heard about was a shirt that Johnny Tello had to talk about taking off. The Ultimate UDKC. Was it the Ultimate Dick Kicking Championship? Was he really wearing that shirt?
Who is this? Is this John?
John
Nutt?
Tello, apparently. They had
Johnny
to take it off?
This is the first I've seen.
He was wearing it.
What, for the interview?
Yeah, we were about to shoot a spotlight. We were just chit chatting beforehand, and then I looked at his shirt. And I'm like, is that a joke or is that like a real thing? And he's like, yeah, no, it's a real thing.
Dude, if John Nutt's involved, it might be a real thing.
And I had to call our multi-time Emmy Award-winning director to see if he needed a change.
All right, so they changed. Hey, I'll say this, John, next time you're on the Bare Knuckle Show, please bring Ultimate Dick Kicking Championship shirts. We'll all wear them. That's awesome. I love that. Also proud to announce, and if there's any kids in the room, you better put your earbuds in for this because it gets a little dicey with this guy talking. Coming back to Philly July 3rd. You remember we showed him, but now he's back in the fold again. I'm talking about that flat-footed Philly street hustler, the best street team guy in the world, Big Reed. Colorful language, especially at the end. Might have to throw a beep over it. I'll yell over it when he says it. But see what he thinks about the women in Philadelphia.
Homie said he love them big fat bitches. He said, but he don't love them big fat funky bitches. He said he had this musty bitch that smelled like chitlin juice. Trash truck juice.
Trash truck juice.
He said the pussy was good, but he said he might have to go see the doctors. He hoped that bitch ain't burning. So for all you fat, funky, dirty, pissy, shitty, pussy bitches,
I'm getting
go
waved
Junior's
off.
walking out.
They're
of the
waving
room.
it off. The fun police have spoken.
Junior's gone.
Oh, he left. Oh, that's why we got that on. You can go check out Big Reed. What's it? 77777 on Instagram to get more of his views. Oh yeah, his old channel's back too. But Big Reed, what do you say? Chitlin trash truck juice. And then later he goes on to talk about them. They should go take a bath in Clorox so they can wipe that stench off of them.
Oh.
Thank God Junior left. We could play that. I'm glad. Is he back yet?
He's back.
Okay, good. We didn't do. Hey, we had a good segment there. So anyway, we have the Fat Philly Street. I'm nervous now. I don't want him to know what happened. The flat-footed Philly street hustler, Big Reed, is back. We'll be showing you his content as he goes around and just assaults the poles. That's what Brandon does. He goes around and he hangs posters on the poles for the Philly show, July 3rd, Liberty Brawl, the only way he knows how. Bare knuckle fighting. What else do we have here? Let's see, because we went a little out of order. I make sure we hit everything. This is great. Let's respect women here for a moment, because my name is Brian. I'm not Big Reed. And Lex Ludlow, he calls Chris Camozzi, a bitch. He said he's a bitch. That's why he's afraid to fight me. But others call him a lucky man. I wrote that myself. Chris Camozzi, welcome. Beautiful baby girl named Gabriella Lynn Camozzi. I want to say congratulations. I've spoken to them both privately many times. They're wonderful people, and it's their first child together. So congratulations for that. A little girl, Gabriella Lynn Camozzi. Make sure you hit Chris up on Instagram, and Whitney too if you want. And please tell him congratulations. I told him, I texted him last night. I'm like, dude, being a father is the coolest thing ever. So congratulations. He said he's all pumped up about it. That makes me happy. All right. Also, I wasn't ready for that, dude. I didn't know that one was in there. Also, I want to talk a little bit about, we have to talk about June 19th, the Pinnacle, BKFC.com. That's our debut in Nashville. Nashville's always ready for a party, but I don't think they've ever seen a bare knuckle fighting championship party, as well you know if you watch the show. And by the way, if you're watching the show on anywhere but the YouTube channel, the Bare Knuckle Show, that's why I'm not commenting back to you. You still complaining to me about that? If you're watching on Instagram, come over to the Bare Knuckle Show channel, and you can watch it there, and I'll comment back to you and stuff. All right, let's see. Someone is still Bluetoothed up. I heard that beam in my ear. You still Bluetooth up?
Yeah, we are.
All right. So June 19th, Nashville. That's our big debut there. I know we're all excited about that. The Pinnacle. Some tickets still remain. BKFC.com. Main event. Tony Loco Soto versus JC DeLeon. You got Nathan Rivera. He's in the co-main event. That's going to be a lot of fun too. And I just want to show who Tony Soto's been training with. I mean, it's a who's who of bare knuckle here. I think it's really cool. You show how seriously, and he's always taken his career seriously, but now I feel like he just keeps up in the game. Last time he was going to Gleason's gym, I think. He would travel back and forth to the world-famous boxing gym. Now this time, iron sharpens iron. He's right. You got Dave Mundell there. You got, look at it, Keith Richardson. Everybody's there training with Tony. So I think this is going to help him. It'll make a difference, hopefully, in his fight. They always say that when you can train with other bare-knuckle fighters, obviously it's better because we're still a growing sport, so there's not a lot of bare-knuckle gyms. So when you go in there and you train with boxing, they don't fully get it. Tony gets it. That's why he's one of the best in the world, training with some of the best in the world. So that's up there with Tony. You can see what he's up to. We're excited for that. Again, BKFC.com, the Pinnacle, Nashville, going to be a killer card. We're not coming lightly when it's a debut. You know that, so make sure you're there. Let's see what else we have here. He's back. He's back. It's been a while, but he's back. Let's talk about Randy the Pervert. He sent something in. Let's see what Randy's saying here.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
Thank you for that, Evan. That was really good. We were joking, Brandon and I. We're like, should it still be giggity, giggity, or should it be, what's the old dude's name where he's like, come here? Yeah. They're both pretty good. He's perverse, but he's a different kind of perverse. Anyway, he sent this in, and this is interesting because I know she's a big fan. I saw her in the chat earlier commenting about how much she'll miss Ron, what a credit he was to our sport and our company. I agree with that wholeheartedly. But he's creeping. He's saying Taylor Dagner is stepping up her sexy game, and me likes it. That's what he wrote. What a creep. Me likes it. He said, go ahead and look at her Instagram. I'm not going to give you a link. Oh, there you already have it up. I mean, yeah, she definitely. I feel like. Look, I feel like she's definitely doing pictures and stuff. Hey, good for her. She's marketing herself. And I say this, I've met her, I guess, fiance or husband. But
I think fiance.
Well, she's a feet pic. Oh, wow. Make money with that from some weirdos. I'm not into that, but they have a whole foot picture site where you can put your feet on a site and you can make money from it. A fighter was telling me about it. Yeah. I'm trying to get my wife to make money. Anyway, I know Junior was talking about it. He's excited to get his tootsies up there too and make some cash, right, Junior? he won't talk to me anymore. He just gave me a thumbs up. But yeah, so I thank you for showing us that. We'll keep our eyes on Taylor Dagner. Definitely a beautiful woman, a great fighter. We saw how much grit she has. Hey, she's marketing herself. Good for her. She's very pretty, and I'm glad she's doing that. Randy, thank you for alerting us. Randy, we can always count on him to alert us for stuff like that. Next up, I want to go to the KO of the week, and this comes in from that guy you say always kills people. Brandon, they don't, what is it, KMS, KSM, Records, or Chords, whatever his name is. This is his KO of the week. This is cool. It's a one-legged guy. A one-legged man in an ass-kicking competition. Look at him go. Usually they're not effective, right? I don't know what they're saying. Ooh! Do you think this is real? It's got to be real, right?
No.
No? Well, it's awesome. Anyway, thank you for sending it. It was fun to watch. I tried to see if it was AI. I tried to see if stuff wasn't matching up right. Okay, this is from Sammy. No, this is the best one. It's my favorite one. A bonus KO. Now, I was sifting through Ron's stuff last night, and somehow this must have slipped through the cracks. Never been seen before on the show. Ron from Combat Sports, RIP Ron, we love you, said in this knockout of the week. It's your bonus knockout of the week. No, that's not the one.
I was going to say, this is 9 hours ago. What do you got, Bill?
It's an MMA one.
There you go.
Damn. Well, thank you for that, Ron. Ron able to send emails from heaven or wherever he's shooting off the emails. Place. Yeah, I actually love the fact that I found that it wasn't even open. I don't know how I missed it. So there's Ron's bonus KO of the week. Thank you for that, Ron.
Thanks, Ron.
Thanks, Ron. We're in a fight. Let's see. Sammy O'Shit. This is sent in by Sammy O'Shit. He said, looks like Knicks fans are poor losers. Let's watch. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. I should have said, oh, shit. I said, oh, damn. Wow. I don't know what's going on. This seems like... Wow. That guy's swinging like he's going to an all-you-can-eat buffet. He's trying to get... I wouldn't get involved. Let them beat each other up, all the fans, and then you cuff them at the end when they've done all the hard work. No, walk up all calmly. Smart. They waited for back. I was smart. That is a no shit situation, man. You come out of a basketball game, you walk into that. I can tell you this. You come out of a BKFC event, it doesn't look like that. Isn't that interesting? Just for all the arenas and people want to be naysayers. I just don't think that Philly gets a little nuts sometimes, but other than that, I don't think I don't think I can count the number of fights in the crowd or outside that I know about on one hand in a whole year. Like, it doesn't happen as much as you would think or people believe. All right, let's see what else we have. This is important. If you're anywhere near where the Miami Marlins now? The Miami Marlins play tonight. What'd you say?
Is it Florida Marlins?
No, the Miami Marlins now. Yeah, they used to be Florida, right? Dave, you're the baseball guy. Exactly. So I remember when the Marlins actually first started. It was the Marlins and the Rockies when they got added. That's how old I am. But the Miami Marlins tonight, El Zombo, Leonardo Perdomo will be there to throw out the first pitch. And I got to tell you, he's a great fighter, and I don't want to say anything, but he can knock me out like by breathing on me, just go like that by a wind and knock me out. But it's going to be interesting because A, it'll be cool to go and support him and cheer for him, if you're there. But B, you can always check how it goes when somebody throws out the first pitch. Now, I don't know where he's at with his baseball stuff. I don't know if he's been practicing, but I had to throw out a first pitch one time, and I was very, very nervous, and I've thrown 100 pitches. It's just you get up there, it feels different. I want to see. We're going to have footage of this?
Yeah, I got somebody there.
Oh, sweet. So next week we'll show the footage of it. And but if you're there, Miami Marlins, go see Leonardo Perdomo. Leonardo Perdomo will go throw out the first pitch tonight. I think that's all we have on the upcoming events, which are all listed at bkfc.com. They're all up there. We can go through them if you'd like, but they're up there as well, bkfc.com. I do know that the next one coming up is Nashville. Like I said, get your tickets, bkfc.com. I know that after Nashville, where are we at?
Hammond. Indiana.
Oh, Hammond, that's right. I can't wait with Cameron Van Camp. Yeah. BKFC.com for all these
new home of the
tickets.
Chicago Bears.
Where?
Hammond.
Really?
Yeah, just announced over the weekend.
I didn't even know that. The Bears. Because that's going to cause some heat, them leaving, right? People are going to be mad about that, aren't they?
Jimmy Davis is very upset.
I know he is. If I told you what Jimmy Davis wanted me to do on this show today, I was like, bro. Then he started selling me on it. It was messed up. That guy's a deviant. And I know he listens. He said he listens to every show like 10 times and goes through like a Zapruder film and picks things out. So you're a deviant. Pick that out. You're a bad influence. You're a bad apple, Jimmy. But we love you. All right, so let's see. Here, Peyton, Wesley Killigle's daughter, threw out the first pitch to Seattle Mariners game. I can't talk today. That was a few years ago. Here's the BKFC summer schedule. We put it up now. You can look at it. And look, if you're listening on audio, I don't want to short you, but we have some other stuff I want to talk about too. BKFC.com, everything you need to know. It's all up there. But right now you're seeing it on screen. Very excited for a great summer of events. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Now, before we get out of here, just some closing remarks here. I want to talk about a couple things. One, I plan as soon as we get off here, and I'm a technological idiot, right? I think they think that in the booth too. I am. So it's going to take me a minute, but I'm going to go on the Bare Knuckle Show Instagram, and that's the Bare Knuckle Show on Instagram. I'm going to do an Instagram Live in a couple minutes because as much as we talked about Ron today, I want to talk about him some more. I want to sit with our family and all you, my friends, our friends, and I want to share memories. I want to talk. I want to bring you guys on. That goes for fighters too. Anybody that wants to come on, we'll try to stay on for a little while and just kind of celebrate Ron. I think he deserves it. And I tell you, putting this show together, I've been able to keep it together pretty well. But last night I cried a bunch of times. And when I got the info that he passed away, I cried a bunch of times because he was a wonderful human being. And I'm not speaking for Ron, but I think that something I like to say that I think to do nice to honor Ron is just do something nice for someone today. Spread the kindness, right? He was a kind guy, great heart. He was kind to the fighters. He was kind to us. And we just miss him a lot. So, again, the Bare Knuckle Show, if you don't like it now on Instagram or whatever you follow it, whatever the hell you do. And then I'll hop on with a live in just a couple minutes, and then we'll all talk about Ron. I'll bring some people on. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And other than that, I mean, look, Ron, I mean, I'm not going to make these guys go on the spot. I know how they feel. We all feel this way. We love you. We'll continue to honor you. And I'm not even going to say that, see you later in there. I'm just going to say this. I'm going to say, wherever you are, Ron, we're in the fight with you, man. And I know you still are too. So this is for Ron, man. We're in the fight. Ron, you used to act like you punched me in the face. I'm going to give you the hardest punch I ever did to myself, Ron. You ready? We love you, Ron. And we love your family. God bless you guys. We're in the fight. I can't do it like he did it.